Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here, and this is my video for Daryl from The Walking Dead. Has Daryl become a monster? Has he just become a killing machine? Has he just gone all the way to the dark side? These are my thoughts. In a way he has, and in a way he hasn't. Because, I'm not the biggest Daryl fan in the universe. He's not in my top 5 favorite characters. I don't hate him. I'm kind of a little salty because there's some characters like Abraham and Tyrese that I wish they did a little more, and I feel like characters don't get enough screen time, and then Daryl just spends like 30 minutes an episode just grunting, and it's like you could show so many other things. Why do you have to spend so much time showing Daryl? It's like, I get it, he's a popular character, but shouldn't everyone else get a chance? Shouldn't other characters get a chance to, or at least get their fair share of story, you know? So, and this is kind of relevant to what I'm saying about Daryl. Daryl's story, in a way, it just kind of goes in circles. Like, the first couple of seasons, he's an asshole. He's honestly the most entertaining in the first couple of seasons, because that's when he has like all the wisecracks and the one-liners. That shit is gone now. He's just Chewbacca now. He's just covered in hair, and he grunts and makes noises, and I can never understand what he's saying. And he's just like, and it's just like, ugh, In the first couple of seasons, like, that's when he became really popular. Everyone was like, don't kill him off. And then, but like I think that was why he became so popular, because he was such an asshole and he had so many like wisecracks. But his story has kind of always gone in a circle. In the first couple of seasons, he's just an asshole. He's closed off. He doesn't want to let other people in. He doesn't want to care about other people. And then he starts caring about Carol. He starts caring about Sophia. He wants to find Sophia. He wants to do the right thing. And then they find out Sophia's dead. So Daryl goes back to being closed off and not giving a shit, and wanting to be an asshole and wanting to be alone. And then in season 3, he's in the prison. He's friends with everyone. He gives a shit. He cares. And then in season 4, the prison gets attacked, and then he gets closed off again because Herschel's dead, and he's angry. He doesn't even want to look for anyone. Beth is like trying to get him to look for people. He doesn't want to look for anyone. He's closed off. He doesn't want to let other people in. And then when he spends time with Beth, he starts to really care about her. And then Beth gets shot in the head, and then Daryl's closed off, and he doesn't give a shit, and he doesn't want to let other people in. And then, and then he starts to care again, and he goes to Alexandria, and he cares about Dwight, and he wants to help Dwight and Sherry, and then Dwight and Sherry fuck him over, and then Dwight kills Denise. So Daryl's angry, closed off. He doesn't give a shit. He just goes on his own mission, and then, basically, then Negan kills Abraham. So Daryl punches Negan in the face, and then Glenn dies because of Daryl's shit. And then, Daryl gets locked up, and right now he's pretty much back to his closed off, doesn't give a shit. But now he's like a killing machine. He just wants to wipe out the Saviors. And there's a moment last season, in season 7, where he was talking about blowing everyone up. And Daryl was like, well, there might be a lot of innocent people that are just trying to survive. And Daryl's like, well, we gotta win. He doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care if innocent people get killed. If they're part of the Saviors, they all need to die. They just want to win the war. That's all he cares about. He just wants to win. He just wants to kill everyone that has anything to do with the Saviors. He just wants to kill them. He wants to wipe them all out. He's just like killing machine mode. He killed Morales, and then he killed a Savior that was like begging for their life, that Rick had just made a deal with, and a part of that I can kind of understand, because, these are the people that work for Negan. Negan killed Glenn, so in a way, Daryl still kind of feels guilty. And then an important scene with Daryl is when he had that moment with Maggie when they were hiding in that closet or whatever it was, and Daryl was telling Maggie, "I'm sorry." He says, "I'm the one that killed him," and Maggie says, "You're not responsible for what happened. I'm angry, but I want to win the war, so help me win the war." So that's all that Daryl cares about. I think a big part of what's going on with Daryl is that he kind of owes it to Maggie to just win the war no matter what. The ends justify the means. As long as he wins the war, as long as the saviors are over, as long as Negan is killed, that's all that matters. He doesn't care how it happens. He doesn't care how it's done, because that's what the widow of the man that he believes he's responsible for Glenn's death, that's Maggie's wish to him, to win the war, to help her win the war. So Daryl's all out. He's all out going to fight the saviors, kill anyone, fight dirty. He doesn't care, So I can kind of understand that. But at the same time, yeah, he is taking it a little too far. I mean, even Rick thinks that, and Rick can get pretty bad. Like, Rick is pretty gung-ho sometimes, All of season 6, Rick was like, I'm just going to kill everyone, just kill everyone, just kill everyone, and then, of course, he got Glenn and Abraham killed, so that humored him a little bit. But, now, he wants to, fight the war, fight the saviors. He stole Oceanside's gun so that they could fight the saviors, Rick's pretty passionate about winning the war, and even he is like, "Whoa, Daryl, you're taking this shit too far." Like, we haven't seen them talk about it, but Rick keeps giving Daryl this "what the fuck" look. Like, you're just like, you didn't have to kill that guy, you didn't have to kill Morales, So if Rick thinks that you're taking it too far, you're taking it too far. So I think Daryl needs to, he's basically become a killing machine. And he just needs to find the light again. He needs to find a happy balance. It's true that some saviors can live. There are some saviors that are probably good people that were afraid to go off alone and live in the world. Especially when Negan was taking everything. Negan was sending groups out to take everything. So anyone that left the saviors, they wouldn't be able to find a car, they wouldn't be able to find gas, they wouldn't be able to find food, because Negan sends saviors out to take all of that stuff. So if you leave the saviors, you're pretty much signing your own death. So, I can understand that, some of the saviors are just good people in a bad situation, and that is something that Daryl needs to understand. Daryl needs to understand that, no, not all of them have to die. Some of them can be locked up, kept under watch, Some of them can be turned on their side to make their numbers bigger so that they do have a bigger chance of winning. If he can just see that, he could actually use some of the saviors to help them defeat the saviors. If they can recruit some of the saviors, be like, "Look, Negan was treating you like crap, join us, and you can live with us, and we'll have a peaceful community. We're not going to just have one crazy leader that just takes everything and fucks all the hot chicks and steals everything and has a god-awful point system where you're pretty much struggling and starving. We'll have a fair, decent community. Join us, join our fight against Negan so that our numbers are bigger, because a lot of them are already fighting for Negan, so if they can turn them against Negan, if Daryl can help with that, then that actually increases their chance of winning the war. So Daryl does need to take a step back. He does need to just take a step back and think and realize that okay, Dwight's on their side. There are other Dwights. Dwight even said it. We go to outpost, and then we don't even have to kill everyone. We can just turn them on our side, get them on our side, and then make our numbers bigger. I think that's what Dwight said. But Dwight is someone that was in a bad situation, and now he wants to help. He wants to kill Negan. There are other saviors, not just saviors, but people, families, There are people that can help. There are people that they don't have to kill. Daryl is just taking it too far. He's in killing machine mode. He just wants to kill everything. So Daryl does need to take a step back, and he does need to start letting some people live, start listening to reason, You know, I can't wait to see what his reaction when he finds out what Jesus did. Jesus just took like 100 saviors hostage and put them in. He's going to put them in RVs. Daryl's not going to be happy about that. But yeah, you know, I suspect that at some point in this season, someone is going to be able to talk Daryl into letting some people live, because it is the right thing to do. It's not just the right thing to do; it's the logical thing to do. You know, so I think that moment's coming. It's just, it hasn't happened yet, but at some point in this season, maybe the first half, maybe the second half, Daryl will be convinced to start letting some of the saviors live, to start letting some of the workers live, some of the families live, because it's just the thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's the logical thing to do. I think that's where Daryl's story is going. I think that's the direction they're taking him. Daryl is going to eventually let people live, you know, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but it will happen, and it will happen this season. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on the whole issue. So to answer your question, Daryl has not become a monster. He's just become someone that wants to win no matter what. He thinks the ends justify the means. He wants to fight dirty. He just wants to kill everything. He just wants to win, and he doesn't care how he wins. But he's still a decent person. He just has to find himself again and be convinced that, you know, saving people and saving some saviors and saving some workers is the thing to do. But that's where I think Daryl's story is going, and I think it'll happen in the first season, or maybe the first half of the season, maybe a little bit into the second half of the season. But at some point, Daryl will change, and he will let some saviors live. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on the whole issue. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. We are almost at 250 subscribers, guys. 250 subscribers! Yay! When we get to 250, I'm going to make a celebration video. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share my channel. Do anything you can to support my channel. We're almost at 250 subscribers, so let's get there. Boom, bitch. Just kidding. But yeah, we're almost at 250. Please hit that subscribe button. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Spencer Rhodes. I will see you guys later. Bye.